Andrew, thank you so much for being here today. As you know, this is called Healthcare HotShots. This is where I interview founders and CEOs of companies and allow them to give their 60-second elevator pitch. And you think you're ready for this today?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Hayes. Absolute pleasure and excited to share more about DOCSI.
All right, well, here we go. Your time starts now.
Well, Hayes, as you know, in the healthcare environment, supply chain and financial leaders are constantly trying to find ways to reduce the amount of money they spend on materials. It's typically the second largest spend in healthcare. A huge contributor to the overspending is supply waste in the operating room. It's a really old problem that's really challenging to solve because it's highly complex, takes a tremendous amount of time, and often lacks the necessary clinical and cultural support. At DOCSI, we found a way to solve the problem. With our proprietary analytics engine and world-class physician engagement platform, we're able to provide fast and meaningful material reduction opportunities directly to key stakeholders at scale. By keeping things curated, convenient, and actionable for those stakeholders, we are producing remarkable results and are saving our partners millions. With our technology, we are bridging the gap between clinicians and those supply chain teams, and are consolidating months of tedious work into just a few minutes, empowering our partners to capture huge savings, all while keeping patient care a top priority.
Let's go. If we can save our hospitals millions of dollars and make money at the same time, you have a win-win situation. So thanks so much, Andrew, for sharing that. That was great.
Thank you.
All right, Andrew, the second part of our conversation here is where you guess a question, 1, 2, 3, or 4 to answer. And you don't know what the question is until I give it to you. And you've got 1 minute to answer. You think you're ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, I like it. I love your confidence. That's a good thing. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Give it to me.
Lucky number 3.
Number 3. Here you go. Let me go down. All right, here you go. You got this. What advice or insight do you wish you had known before you started your business? And your time starts now.
Well, I think one of the biggest ones is the strain on IT resources in healthcare systems today. I mean, it's pretty hard for a startup to get the resources that you need from an IT company if you've got a pretty heavy lift to integrate into a system. So we found that to be a huge challenge early on, and it took a lot of time to find a solution to navigate around those challenges. Luckily, we came up with an implementation process that really minimizes what we need from IT teams. It's typically just a security review and some basic file transfers, and then we're able to work alongside the supply chain leaders and clinical teams to really just interject ourselves into their current workflow process to minimize the need for that data pull push that most technology companies need. But it's still a challenge, and wish that there was easier ways to integrate with the EMRs and other platforms to help optimize.
Well, to your point, it is not an easy thing. Anytime you're starting to talk to IT and use outside resources, they get a little leery there. So if you figured out a way, that's obviously a huge kudos to you. So
my least favorite thing to hear is, yeah, it sounds great. We'll get you on the calendar in 18 months.
We don't have time for that as a founder. So anyway, Andrew, thank you very, very much for doing this. I appreciate it. And great job today.
Thank you very much for having me, Hayes. Always a pleasure.